All right, welcome back. This is now the next part. If you're just joining us now, we are currently on aviation, commercial aviation fraud insight. We have a project in front of us. We have just completed the first request of these senior managers. What do they want? What did we do before? Previously, what we did is to achieve the first insight. What is the first insight? They asked us to get a business insight. First request is to detect customers with unusual high spending, which we did. Have a look at the previous videos, then you will know what we did in depth about it and learn whatever you like to learn. If this meets your industry use, or you like us to give you more industry insights or specifically tailored to your company or your operations, reach out to us. All right, so in this bit we're going to move forward to the B part. What is the B? We're going to detect frequent refund request. So why is this important? Some set of staffs, internal or external customers, might be working together to play with this aviation company, and clearly that which the senior managers should have a way of detecting this kind of anomaly or fraud. So I'm just going to show you, bring up ESQL now, so we start cracking. Now in front of you, this is ESQL. This is where we stopped the last time. And the last time we achieved this, if you remember, and we got the different results that they want. We got B, the number of customers affected by this model, which this model just simply detects customers with unusual high spending. Flights, the criteria was flight above 10 within just 1 year. And we got 136 customers affected. Then we also, below this, we got the list of the customers affected, which the criteria was also the same as above. Fine. As you can see, I colored this out then to say, wow, this particular customer has really done lots of flight. Like I said before, it could be clear fraud going on there, or it could be legitimate reasons. So well, now like I said, we are on number 2. Number 2, so we don't lose focus. This is what we're trying to achieve. And number 2, I'm just going to make it bigger for everyone to see. We're trying to achieve this. So this is the aim of the senior managers. What I've done behind the scene is to make it clearer. What do I mean by clearer? I have kind of modeled what I believe should stand as fraud, and in front of you I have now said, oh okay, to detect frequent refund requests, let us create a simple model to get from the data that we've given customers that yes has requested for refund, but also their spending should be above 2,000 there, and they've booked flight above 2 times. Then you can say maybe that's fraud. All right, so what columns will I be looking at? Firstly, let's go to the tables, which are the different sheets. Table customer, I should be looking at getting this table, all this data here connected to the transaction table. How will I do that? The same thing I did on the column B is the customer ID. This is transaction table we are in. If I go to customers table, you'll see there's also a table there, and it's called, is column A is a relationship. So I'm going to be connecting 2 of them together. Then finally, I'm going to now sum up the total spend. Where will I get the total spend? If you come to the transaction table, you will see there's a column called amount. This is the amount spent. I'm going to sum this up to get the total they've spent. So let's go to the other model bit. Then I'll now also count to get the flights they've booked. How will I get that? It is going to be the IDs, as you can see, they are unique. They are all unique. So after grouping the customers and summing them up, we should be able to count the number of transactions that they've done, and if it's above 2, then it meets our criteria. I hope that was simple and easy. But don't worry, this is just a rundown how it works. All you need to do is to get we provide the script for you, or you get the script, plug it into ESQL, no need for formula, and you get what you need to do. I'm just going to start ESQL now. Alright, so this is ESQL. I'm going to put it aside. What do we have here? What have I done here? The same, I brought part of the records, and this is where the script come in. What is the script doing? Once it's finished, I'm going to tell you what it's doing, and we'll now start talking from there. I'm going to run ESQL now. Good. So what ESQL is doing is trying to first connect the two tables together, like I said. Now create a new column called total spent, which is the amount. Sum the amount based on the customer. And remember, the total spent, which is column E, as you can see, is in another table transaction. If it's getting it out, that means the connection, the relationship between table 1 and table 2, table 1 which is customers and table 2 which is transaction, they are correct and unique. So that's why the total sum is coming out. Fine. So ESQL is finished. It has gotten the total sum column, as you can see here, column E, and also the flights they've taken, as you can see. So how does this look like? Let's visualize it. ESQL has everything you need. Let's visualize it. Let's pick this. All right. So what do we have in front of us? You can see there's this is the highest year this customer has spent, 24,565, and the rest, and to the lowest customer down here. And let's push this, let's close this one away. So let's have a look what we have here. All right. Looking at what we have here, you can see what I said. Column D, the ID brought the name of the customer, then the date it was created, then the total spent, as you can see, and finally the flight they've booked. As you can see, this customer has really booked so many flights here. So as long as it falls into our criteria, we are going to log this in. So what do I need to do next? Simple. ESQL provides a simple way you can document what you've done. Your script will be there. You don't need to bother yourself over and over. And guess what? We are presenting this to the senior managers so they can use. We're just going to open ESQL once more and click on the comment button here. That gives me to select what kind of highlighter I would like. I'll put light green. And what's going to be the heading here? What have I achieved with this now? I've achieved number 2 of the manager's request. So that is it. As you can see, nice and simple, fine and sweet. So this clearly now marks the first request by the senior managers. I'm going to put this aside so you see it clearly. From this bit up to here, let me move this one a little bit. This marks the first bit, what the senior managers want us to do. We have modeled another kind of insight into their data, where we're getting customers that are constantly making refund requests. And just so you know, the 2,000 limit I put here above 2,000, you can increase it if you wish, or reduce it if you wish. The flight booked can be increased to 10 or 20, depends on how intense your fraud section is and your resources that you have to go into all this data and investigate. So this is one part done and dusted, and this is the end of this part. On the next bit, I'll wrap up this particular model I've brought in to count the numbers that we have achieved from this model. So this is the report, nice and simple for you to view, and I hope I have made it very simple and short. Thank you.